Chopstick manners or taboos in Japan. Sticking chopsticks straight up in your food, rubbing your chopsticks together, pointing at things or food with your chopsticks, passing food from chopstick to chopstick, stabbing your food with your chopsticks, pulling plates using your chopsticks, and shaking sauce off things. How to use chopsticks and how to make training chopsticks. In between your thumb and first finger is where your first chopstick will rest. The second chopstick will be held by your thumb, pointer, and middle fingers, sort of like a pencil. Then you put them together, and that's the setup. Use the bottom chopstick to aim, and the top one moves up and down to clamp. So aim and clamp, aim and clamp, and that's it. Here's how to make training chopsticks if you need a little more help. You'll need chopsticks, a skinny piece of paper, and a rubber band. First, you roll up the paper, and you could fold it in half so it's nice and thick. Put the paper between the chopsticks and wrap the rubber band all around it. This acts like a spring so it's easier to use, and from there, just practice. How to make the ramen from Studio Ghibli's Ponyo. Cook an egg to your preference. Take your quarantine green onions and slice them up. Cut a piece of ham in half, and cut the egg you made in half. Next, boil some water. Get your favorite ramen and put it in a bowl. Pour in the hot water, then cover and let it sit for 3 to 5 minutes. When it's ready, loosen up the noodles and mix in the sauce. Put on the toppings, and then you're done. Itadakimasu. How to make Satsuki's bento from Totoro. First, take cooked white rice and put it into your bento box, and make sure to leave enough space for your toppings. Take one umeboshi and put it onto the rice. Then take one shishamo, cook it, and put it into the bento box. Next, boil a handful of edamame and pop the beans out of the pod and put it onto your rice. Lastly, take some sakura denbu, which is flaked sweet cod, and sprinkle it next to the edamame. Itadakimasu. Today I'm going to show you how to make traditional matcha at home. First, heat up the water. Don't use boiling water. You want it just under boiling or it'll taste really bad. Then get a bowl or a chawan, and I'm using a chashaku to measure in 2 teaspoons of matcha and sifting it into the bowl. Add about 2 ounces of hot water, and using a chasen, I'm going to be whisking the matcha in a zigzag motion until it's frothy. Then enjoy your matcha traditionally, or if you want to get crazy, turn it into a latte. How to make onigiri or rice balls from Spirited Away. You'll need fresh and hot white rice, some salt, and some fillings like umeboshi or salmon flakes. You can use just your hands or a piece of plastic wrap to shape your rice. First, put down a little salt, and then a big scoop of hot rice and spread it out a little bit. Then put in your first filling. Wrap the rice around it and softly mold into a triangle, like this. Do the same steps for your other onigiris. And you're done! Itadakimasu.